Yeah. Why you wait for me to do it?
Because I always do it. But I'm just saying, it's been a while though. That's why. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? 7 months, maybe eight, seven, going on 8 months was the last time I did anything on this channel. It's been a while. Oh man, thank you guys for sticking through with it because I was expecting KB and talking to the chat right now, my subscriber count to kind of plummet down. I've been away for like over half a year now. Stayed exactly the same. I got a I got a what you call it, a deposit from YouTube the other day from AdSense. I was like,
Oh snap!
I
Wait,
haven't posted
how?
anything in 7 8
Oh,
months, and
it
I
must
got
have
the
like
message
just built
because
up.
people,
Yeah.
yeah, people keep watching the videos, and I'm just like, that's weird. I mean, I'll take it, but I did not expect that at all. But yo, shout out to all
That's
y'all, man.
dope.
You
That's
guys
dope.
kept the channel going while I was away. I took a break to finish college, graduated, got that done. Uh, went full time on my current job, and now I'm just currently career hunting. But it was a needed break. I needed to do that to finish college. I'm glad that the channel was very supportive in that, and I'm glad that you guys are still here. Shout out to Island Boy Franchise, Cletus, and Javi ATX. How y'all doing, man? And then when we came back last week officially with the podcast on Kid Blues channel, we had basically everybody I remembered being in there
Yeah,
was
everybody was
still in
back.
there.
Everybody was
And
back, man.
I was like, wow, that was unexpected. Shout out to the Rant Osmond, man. Yo, it's been a while.
Hey,
Welcome back.
you got
Do I
three
have three
PhDs.
PhDs yet?
Oh
No,
yeah, he
not
spent enough
quite.
time there. Yeah, he should have it.
Not quite. Not three PhDs. Got my bachelor's though. But shout out to you, Duran. It's been a minute. JP as well. You guys know the deal, man. As you're popping in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure you hit that share button to get everybody else in here. Let them know that we're back. KB, how you been, man?
Man, I'm good, especially after these man. Literally, Giants football is 2 days away, so that's why I'm hyped about it. Like, I'm burning time. Like, so tomorrow they're off, and then tomorrow I also have a football game, like a flag football game to play, so I could burn time. Like, the anticipation's killing me. Like, I can't wait to see these guys go out there and play. I just want these hours to just keep burning, so I can watch this game. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
I haven't heard that intro in a while. I haven't done it in a while. I'm still rusty. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm still not sure what the intro was. I'm keep real with you. I didn't do it last week when we were on KB. I made KB do it this time. I'm waiting for it to jog in my memory. What was I used to say? What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers,
YouTube
or like,
subscribers,
or was
Rumble
it?
subscribers.
Or was it Hub watchers,
Rumble and
Giants?
Rumble and Instagrams or something like that. I don't know what
I
the hell.
forget. I gotta go look back at the old video. Which,
I
by
think
the
he meant the
way,
intro. I think he meant the Young Guns intro, like
heard you.
our little
By the way,
thing.
though, I was ahead of the curve on Rumble. I should be streaming on Rumble right now. That thing's popping off. You see them
It's
signing
starting to, yeah,
like
because
million
guys
dollar
like
deals with
Nico
streamers.
and stuff
Yeah,
like that, yeah, going off, yeah.
I forgot who a very popular streamer just signed with him. What is it, Gideon? I think. I
Oh,
don't know,
JDM
but
went
it's
there? I thought he was gonna go to Kick.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's a ton of guys are on there now. And I remember when I started my Rumble channel, I was like, this is not gonna take off. It only took a whole extra year for Rumble to take off. I should have stuck with it. Um, but yeah, as KB's saying, an eventful week for the Giants, man, because the joint practices with the Detroit Lions have been interesting to say the least. I believe they wrapped up day 2 today, KB. But
Yep.
first, let's talk about day 1. The joint practice day 1, I got Daniel on here for a reason because throughout training camp, he's been rather impressive. We've heard that it's been his best training camp of his career. We heard that he's going like 80%, 90%, 70% completion percentage on
Bobby
the
has
days.
the numbers of all of his total. Man, I wish I had it on me. I think I remember it though. It was like 76%.
Like over the duration of training
Yeah,
camp?
yeah, it was like 76%. And then but against the Lions, it was like 56%. So like dropped dramatically. But I mean, it's high up there. His completion percentage is insane. Yeah.
Exactly. And like I said, that's the whole reason I got him up here. You had him having an amazing, fantastic training camp, which it seems only Giants fans were talking about. And then as soon as we go to the joint practices with the Lions, which they are a good team, they did beat us last year. Unfortunately, I was there for that
And they
game.
stomped us. Like the score wasn't indicative of how
The
badly
score,
they beat us down.
yeah,
So
the score was not close to how bad of a game it was. I went there. It was a birthday gift from one of my closest friends. He took me to that game. And even he said, he was like, man, I'm sorry because We
Man,
got
I'm sorry.
during that game. It was not a fun experience. Wandale got injured during that game. Wandale Robinson was having
Yeah,
his best
yeah.
game his rookie season, and he went down during that game. We did not look like the team that won like 7 of their last 8 or 7 of their last 9 games going into that Lions game. And the Lions got better over the offseason. They're kind of like the NFL's darling right now, KB. A lot of people love the Lions. Before we get into the actual joint practice,
Mhm.
the general conception and feeling with this Lions team from not only other NFL fans, but like NFL media as well.
Some of the general conception of the Lions?
Yeah.
Oh,
Before we,
yeah.
before
Yeah. Well, on top of that, Dan Campbell, like, I mean, I'll be honest, I, like, shrugged him off as a joke when he first got hired, the whole kneecap situation and his, like, press I feel like he was really
he's
performative
going
in
to
his
take
press
an ankle
conferences.
too, a kneecap, and
Yeah,
then
and an
just
ankle,
coming out.
yeah. He's like, "When we're down, we're gonna take an ankle while we're out while we're down there." I'm like, "All right, bro." But honestly, he's gained my respect, especially from watching Hard Knocks, like, I mean, just by watching them practice and watching how that coaching staff, it's really kind of like similar to how the Giants run things here. You know, the leadership, the coaching staff is like borderline elite, and you know, they got a great group of guys there, and especially after this draft, I'm really confident in their progression as a team, and I feel like they were kind of in our boat that we were last year, but they were better than us, so I felt like it would have been good competition to face them first this year in the preseason and joint practices and kind of like, I guess, iron sharpening iron sort of thing. But yeah, the Lions are on their way up, man. Hey, what's going on, Eli?
Shout out to Eli. What's up, man? Shout out to Cresley Lewin in here as well. LeBrar. It's been a minute. Oh my God, Mac Griminator. Everybody's back at
Hey,
Tudo.
Tudo.
What's up, Tudo? Yo, shout out to Tudo for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. First super chat back on the first stream back. Massive salutes and respect to Big
I just
Boss
I just
Kush and 27 Squad. What's up?
I just want to mention something real quick that I've been on Twitter. I feel so bad about this, and I just want to let everybody know. Um, so I posted a highlight of Jamon Green. If you guys don't know, is an undrafted free agent from Michigan,
Mhm.
cornerback, and he's been like getting torched all training camp. Like every highlight play is like Jamon Green is in coverage, and the Giants posted him getting an interception today, and I said and I quote, I said, "Yes, that is Jamon Green actually making a highlight play as opposed to giving highlight plays, right?" Here's the thing, okay? Jamon Green reposted it and his mom. So I feel so bad because I don't think they know that I was trying to like give a little bit of an insult there. But hey, he got an interception and congrats to you, Jamon Green. Congrats to you.
You're
By
just
getting
a hater, man. You got the guy's
yeah, bro. I
actual
got
player
his
himself reposting it,
bro,
man, and his family.
his friend, yeah, his friends, his mom, him are reposting my the video, and I just go on their timeline and see my tweet there. I feel so bad. But hey, Jamon Green, if you're watching this, bro, shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to
Keep doing
Jamon
your
Green,
thing.
man.
Keep
I'm
doing
gonna
your
be
thing,
honest
bro.
with you. I didn't even know who you were, but I'm a fan now just because KB hates you. So you already know, man. He
Oh
likes Micah
man.
McFadden. I'm not a fan of Micah McFadden. I
He's
love
been
Darian
yo,
Beavers. He's not a fan of Darian Beavers. It's just how it is. Let me finish the super chat though. Shout out to Tudo
yeah,
with
man.
the first super chat back. I left off on 27 Squad and all the diehard Giants fans in America. And please slap all the stinky birds losers out the door. Forget about it.
For you too, though.
Ooh, I can't wait for us to face them Eagles this year. Shout out to I think I saw Nerding Out Sports in here. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm not sure if I gave shout out to Mac, CJ. How y'all doing? Oh man, this is true. I remember at least on Instagram. I don't know if you guys remember. I guess like the height of my recognition was when Leonard Williams included me in
Oh
like an
my god,
Instagram
that was
post.
that was one of my like, yo, I got goosebumps when I was like, oh damn, bro, they listen to us, man. They actually listen to us, and it's crazy because we started off like it's like a hobby for us, man. We just want to talk Giants football, and it's crazy how much we've kind of bled into real Giants stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
And I don't want to get too off topic here, but if you guys will entertain it for a second, with the general way sports media is moving, you look at, for example, a couple weeks ago when ESPN did those tons of layoffs, and then they got Pat McAfee on a contract. Sports media is moving to what me, KB, and every other Giants
I
YouTuber and NFL YouTuber has been doing for years on
I've been
YouTube.
saying this since for a while now. I've been
Yeah,
saying that
they're
the
playing catch up to us. They're
I've been
not doing these
and
morning
they're
talk
and
shows,
they
these
can't
morning
do it
debate
like
shows or
us.
anything.
We are
Yeah.
our own producers. They just sit there, yo, you see
They're
during
moving
COVID,
now to like a
bro,
single person personality show or two people, good
exactly.
chemistry. They're moving away. The only problem I had with morning talk and debate shows,
Podcasts and all that.
oh, it's
Yeah,
tons of podcasts because the
yeah,
players also have it now. Like you look at the Kelsey
yeah,
brothers,
yeah.
the access that the players have to the public and to the general population and fans now is insane. So that's why these talk shows are dying out. And like I said, ESPN is playing catch up. They let go of like 20 people 3 or 4 weeks
They're
ago,
losing
and
money,
they're
man.
they're
It's because
hiring
it's
these
because their
personalities
their
because
their
they need to
content is
shift.
absolute garbage. Like, their takes
Yeah.
are absolute garbage. Like, you got the Schlers of the world, like, some of these players that really don't know football still making money over there. You got, like, on the Fox side of things, Jason McIntyre, the new co-host for
Oh, I hate
Colin
Jason
Cowherd.
McIntyre,
He
man.
might be he might be he might who's that guy? That guy that has long hair now that shouldn't have long hair. He's also on Fox, FS1. Is it First Things
I'm not
First?
sure.
First Things First with that clown. I forgot his name. He was with Chris Carter, the
Oh,
other
he
dude.
grew out his long
He
hair, is
grew
what you're
out his hair,
saying?
bro. He looks like a
The Kansas
bro.
City Chiefs fan. I'm forgetting his
Bro,
name. I know who you're talking about.
I don't want to put
I know who you're
allegations
talking
out
about.
there, but he just looks like he's in the kids parks parking lots,
But
bro.
the point is, I will say, if there is one plus to this, is that gone with the morning debate shows and
Nick
some, not
Wright,
all of the
that's his
talent
name.
that that
Freaking
ESPN is
weirdo.
releasing.
Yeah.
Gone with them, I think, should be gone all of the stupid takes and just saying stuff to be
Here's the
contrarian
thing.
and
Here's the
saying
thing.
stuff for that. But let me finish, right?
Go ahead.
Most of that is gone. The only one that's gonna remain, KB, is gonna be the two main shows that actually it still benefits from that. Undisputed and First Take. I feel like those are
Oh
just
yeah.
gonna be the only two that
Well, I
remain like
enjoy
that.
the. I actually like those shows. Like Undisputed, I don't think they say a lot of like. I don't. Skip Bayless is just funny, but he doesn't say like stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? On First Take, they say some stupid stuff too. But you know, I like I said, I've said this for years now.
Shout out to C-Rock.
I said this for years now. You see the daytime like cable sports stuff. They're dropping in numbers, and you're seeing YouTube. Bro, when I watch people talk sports, I want to hear like it from like the fans, relatable people that are sports educated and not just doing stuff for clicks. Of course, you have that on YouTube where you get people driving for clicks and stuff like that because that's how we make our money. But like at the same time, we're a lot more authentic. There are so much different levels of hierarchies of production in those things that it just becomes really watered down and terrible. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for like supporting us and yeah, man, you're the reason why we do
Shout
this.
out to Taj. And yeah, no, that's the reason this stuff like this catches on is
Yeah,
because
Presley,
we
I saw it.
have great support. So shout out to all of you, man. I can't say that enough. And like I saw Cresley, I think it was, or maybe it was somebody else that said that's why they like coming on the call-in shows. I'm gonna bring that back. I feel like I'm known for the call-in shows at this
Yeah,
point.
you are.
I don't know if anybody else does them at the rate that I did, which was like literally every week, once a week. You guys get to call in and get
Mike
to
told
bring
me.
your opinions and thoughts to the show.
Mike
But
Mixon told me about to bring back the college. I'm like, man, that's Cush's thing, man. That's Cush's thing.
I didn't start
know.
it. I definitely didn't start it, but I feel
Yeah,
like
but
I made it into my own.
you definitely did, man. I just can't keep up with. I always feel bad trying to. I'm terrible at managing it because I always feel bad. Like I let people talk, and then by the time it's like
I'll
an hour, only two
yeah.
people called in. You know what I
I'll
mean? So
I'll
it's like,
definitely say that. The toughest part is definitely handling when you have a good amount of callers and you got to cut off one person and be like, "Yo, thank you, man. It's been great. Love hearing your thoughts."
the
Got to
people
move to
on
the next
radio are
person though.
so good at doing that. Like they're so nice about it. Like John Schmelke's like, all right, appreciate you calling. I'm like, damn. Or Paul Dottino, Paulie D. Oh my god, they're just real quick with it. But I don't know. I can't do that, man. But what
Shout
up,
out to
Nova?
Nova. But yeah, let's get back to it. That
Yeah,
whole tangent. It was a good tangent though. I feel like
yeah,
it
it was
needs
a
to
good
be said.
tangent. Good tangent. But
Um Yeah, DJ
mhm,
struggled against the
he did.
Lions in day one. Could be for multiple reasons. I'm gonna throw out a couple, and then you tell me what you think it was.
Mhm.
It could be because the Lions are just like that, bro. Like their defense is just that good. Whether it's their cornerbacks or their trenches, their linebackers, whatever the case is, their defense is just that good. B, that was A. Choice B. DJ just is not prepared to face another team, or he wasn't in that moment because he's just been going up against our guys, and so it was a little bit of a shock. Or C, it's neither of those, and he was just trying out something new, which is what training camp and joint practices are for. It's the best chance for QBs and really anybody on either side of the ball to try out something new with there being really not that much consequence. Now, is it any three of those you think? Is it an option D? What were you
I
thinking?
I think I think it's just more so of familiarity. I think especially when it's just you just non-consciously get used to the guys you're facing. You know exactly when they break on the ball. Like not just your receivers, the defensive backs. Like you know when they're going to break on the ball. You know what coverages they're pretty much in. You know Wink runs a certain coverage. You probably sees a lot of that throughout training camp. A couple of it's been like what 6, 7, 8, 9 days of facing that same defense over and over again. So there's always a little bit of a learning curve when you step into an actual opponent, different players that you don't know, coverages that you don't know, you're not familiar with. And I think that at the end of the day, that's what it was. Just by with hindsight being 2020, especially seeing what happened in day two, I would say that it was definitely for sure, probably 95%. It was just familiarity. It was just getting in the groove of things of facing a new opponent. Daniel Jones, according to Connor Hughes, I believe went 5 of 12, but Bobby Skinner says 7 of 15. I'm assuming Bobby is counting the would-be sacks, but he's still throwing the ball, so I'm just gonna count that. But 7-15, 5 of 12, whatever it
I
is, they
also
got punched in the mouth. But yeah,
Yeah, my camera's off for a little bit now, guys, but bear with it. Got some family over.
yeah,
But I
okay.
was I was gonna say I also saw something on Twitter that the discrepancy in numbers between Hughes and Bobby of Talking Giants might have been like it could have been different periods, 7-on-7s versus 11-on-11s or something.
I think they were both 11-on-11s, but I think Bobby was counting the would-be sacks because they don't stop the play after would-be sacks. Like
Got it.
after,
Shout out.
yeah.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just like, yeah, good.
Shout out to Bluegrass. Shout out to Densley. Shout
What up?
out
What
to I
up?
think I
What up?
already said what up to Ciroc
Brar.
and whatnot. Luann, yeah, that's another one. That could be an option D. It could have been a bad day. It could have been jet lag. It could have been anything, really.
I don't think jet lag's an hour difference. It's
I
not
was gonna
jet
say
lag.
not jet lag. Bad day could be it, but I think what you said, KB, was option B for
Yeah,
me, which is just like he's been facing us, his
yeah,
own team,
yeah. And keep in
for the
mind,
entirety of the summer.
but keep in mind, like the whole Giants team didn't play right. Like, first of all, I believe Darren Waller couldn't hold on to it. There was a point yesterday. Darren Waller didn't make a catch; like he missed a catch, and that's never happened yet. I mean, Daniel Jones struggled, and the defense struggled heavily. Like on 7-on-7s, the defense allowed 8 of 8 passes on 7-on-7. They couldn't stop anything. So,
This is Jared Goff we're talking about now.
I
Now Jared Goff
mean,
is a good quarterback, but like
he's
let's
good.
eight on
He's
eight,
good, but his eight,
eight
yeah,
on eight is crazy.
yeah, yeah. So that was day one. They got punched in the mouth. They got humbled. Now, of course,
Wait,
when you go onto
let's not shift to
Twitter,
day two yet.
no, I'm not going on Twitter.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going on day two yet. But I'm saying, of course, when you go onto Twitter, you're gonna see people overreacting. I told you DJ was garbage. Yo, as soon as Connor Hughes posted that he went 5 of 12 in whatever period of time, there was like Dove Cleveland, whatever his name is, and then a bunch of other sports media saying, "Oh, this just in: Daniel Jones, newly paid quarterback, goes 5 of 12 in his first action versus another team or whatever." And you see all the comments. I knew he was terrible. I knew he was a fraud. And you see Giants fans posting that too. I'm like, guys, it's one practice. One practice. I'm not saying that not to be disappointed because I was disappointed. I want to see my team go out there and beat everybody's ass, but we got punched in the mouth. We got humbled a little bit. And a lot of people made some good points too. Just like when I said when it comes to Deontay Banks, you need bad film. Believe it or not, you do need bad film because you need to know what you're doing wrong. If you have clean practices every single day, it's good that you have clean practices, but you're never gonna know what you're doing wrong. What it is that you can be exploited of. So I'm taking this on the chin. We're taking this on the chin. And we come out in day two, do a lot better. But in day one,
Hey
yeah.
yo,
Shut up, man. Shut
listen,
up, man.
listen.
Figure of
I know
speech.
if there's
Figure of
one thing,
speech.
if there's one thing I know while I was going off YouTube that nobody else brought, it was keeping all of y'all in check, bruh.
Keep it yellow.
Keeping you people in check.
Oh
You
god.
people
Hey,
with your
happy birthday to
sayings.
Mama Kush, bro.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to Mama Kush. But
Yeah, what a return, right? Return on this day out of all days. Shout out
yeah,
to Scorpio
man.
Emperor King, man.
Yeah, man.
My
Shout out
bad.
to
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying that's a weird saying to me. But go ahead.
All right, yeah, we got humbled, we got punched in the face, whatever it is you guys want to say, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm trying not to say a pause moment right here, man, but you just take it and keep going, bro. That's it. You just take it and keep going.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. You
Keep
could
it
have said
moving.
something like
Keep it moving.
you know what I'm saying, they guts got messed up or something like that. But you didn't, so I respect it.
Oh yeah, their guts got rearranged on day one.
Yo, clip that.
Oh god.
Caught in 4K. Clip that.
Bro said game.
He said that, not me.
Oh
This man said it.
man, there are a lot of figures of speech that are just really like pause moments, man. You got to think of who created those, but I don't know. Um,
But
but
no,
yeah,
I agree with you, KB,
uh-huh.
especially on the last part. You're gonna need bad film to improve. You need bad film to learn, where your weaknesses are, obviously. But I think another one of it, it could just be like this could be a whole bunch of things. And the reason me and KB are just tossing ideas out there is because at the end of the day, it's not like this was really a huge deal. But before
It
before I
wasn't,
expand on that,
especially
it,
on this
it
day.
also could have been KB. The offense might have been feeling themselves going into that because of how great they've been doing against our own defense. They could have been
Exactly,
feeling themselves a
exactly,
little bit and
exactly
been a
what I
little
said.
overconfident.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I said. They got humbled. That's it. I mean, especially if you've had a whole week straight of just playing great football. Like even the defense, even though the defense been getting stomped on by the offense, majority of the time, they still made plays. Like you see Trey Hawkins still going off. Xavier McKinney's always been doing well. Dexter Lawrence, like the defense is still pretty good. The offense has just been getting the win on them the majority of the time. So of course, when you go out and you face another team that the competitive nature of these players obviously they're gonna be very prideful of themselves, and they got humbled, man. The Detroit Lions right now probably have a better. I don't know if would have a better roster than us. Do you think? What do you think? Do you think they have a better
Um,
roster than us? They're a better
that's a
team.
very
I think they're a better team right
so
now,
I
but
want you to
got a
break
better
down for
roster.
me real quick why you think they're a better team than us. Because I was gonna say it's a very interesting
Well,
conversation to
just
get into
well,
who's
just
the
going
actual
by
better team.
momentum. I mean, they were honestly a better team than us last year. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs, but they were a better team than us last year. I will
I would
confidently say that.
disagree with the second part of the statement. I'll agree with the
Their
first. Off of
defense sucked in the
momentum,
beginning, but they had the number 2 ranked offense in the
this is what I'll
NFL.
say though, KB, right? Off of momentum, right? You'd be right in saying that they ended the year better than us because they won 10 of their last games or something like that. Or a crazy like
They went
8
on a
of the
hot
last 10
streak
games or something like
because
that.
their
They
defense
were
stepped
one of the
up.
hottest
Yeah.
teams in the NFL to close off the year, right? Well, I don't know if that necessarily means that they're a better team than us. Cause and if we were to do an entire stats conversation, the stats don't even match up with what the Giants did. The Giants finished as one of the last 8 teams in the NFL, right? Because they made it to the divisional round. So
True. True.
not technically, it's a factually that they were one of the 8 best teams in the NFL last year.
I guess
But
you could make
when
that
you
point.
look at it from the stats standpoint,
Face to face.
because I literally just watched a Brett Coleman video the other day, the same one we talked about last week on
I
the
watched half of
podcast,
it.
where he talked about
He
the
had a lot
Giants
of
for
good
like
points, man.
an hour and a half. Great
Mhm.
video. I recommend it to anybody. One of the things he brought up was when you look at the stats in terms of point differential, points allowed, points put forward, how they were in third down percentages, everything. When you combined it into like one gigantic score or whatever, the Giants ranked like smack dab in the middle of the NFL as the 15th ranked team in the NFL. And I'm like, for how we did in the regular season, that is actually pretty accurate. But we finished in the top 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel
Well,
like there
I
is
would
a
say that
difference to be
we
made.
over exceeded expectations for sure. I would
We
say that we
definitely exceeded
did.
expectations, even from you talk about preseason expectations all the way to postseason expectations.
Mac just said they were 8-2 in their final 10. That's great.
8
That's
and 2,
good.
yeah, they won 8 of their last
Because
10.
what it was is that they had, I mean, they started off with the number 1 offense in the NFL, which is insane to me. But then they finished like number 2 or something like that. But their defense was one of the worst in the league to start the season, and then they picked it up. They became average, and
And let me ask you,
average
what do you think about the defense right now after this offseason?
they upgraded a lot. They upgraded a lot. They upgraded their linebackers. They upgraded their secondary. Their secondary is stacked. I mean, way more stacked than we are. So I mean, I honestly think they're a better team than us right now. So that's why I wanted to face a team, and I like top to bottom. I don't know, like depth wise and stuff like that, but like starters to starters, like if we were to go on an exhibition match right now, like a regular season game right now, I think we'd lose to them. I honestly think that. But
Really?
yeah,
You really
yeah,
think that?
yeah.
I think I don't know.
Because
I
listen, they
think we would
on top of
win.
that, on top of
I
that, they
think we would
upgraded.
win.
On top of that, I think they upgraded big with Jamal Charles and DeAndre Swift. They got rid of both of them, and they got Jameer Gibbs, who's been just wiping the floor with everybody, and David Montgomery. I think
And we're gonna get to Jameer Gibbs, by the way, in day two. Cause guess who took the football from him? Literally like taking a candy from the
Montgomery. It was
baby.
Montgomery. It was
That
Montgomery. It was Montgomery. But
alright.
it was Montgomery.
That's still one that that's still one of the
still,
names
but
you
still,
named. That's
but
still one of the
still.
names you named. One of the cleanest. Oh, we gonna get to it.
Yeah,
We gonna get to it.
We
It
gonna get
was
to
highway robbery.
it.
But no, I don't know. I would have to respectfully
But you know what it is?
disagree, man.
I think our defense is just not going to be able to stop. Our defense is not set up to stop the pass. That we're just
KB,
not.
tell me this. We were a better pass defense last year than we were a run defense, right? We were
True, but
I
we're
think
still middle of the pack.
we were bottom 5 run defense, I think.
Bottom 5 run defense, but middle of the pack average.
Middle of the
pass.
pack average pass
I
defense.
think it was like 16th.
Where do you think we are now with both after the offseason? I think we're a middle of the pack run defense now. The addition of Ashawn Robinson and Bobby Okereke alone, because that's really what made our run defense bad. We didn't have a linebacker that could stop the run.
I don't know about
at
run,
the second
but
level.
They don't run the ball that much. They pass it, and
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying for the Giants, right? Where do you think they rank now with both run and pass defense?
okay, well, run defense, I'd say they got a bit better, especially if with Bobby Okereke there. I mean, Okereke's not much of a known as a run stuffer, but he's a great linebacker. That's all you really need. And then whether you want Darian Beavers or Micah McFadden there, I think they'll be fine. And then bringing back Kayvon and a healthy Aziz is good too. But remember, these guys were part of the season before. It's not like there were any new additions besides Bobby Okereke. I mean, and then guys that help out in the run game, Xavier McKinney. We don't have Julian Love anymore. That's a big hit.
You're forgetting our defensive line under rotations we have now. It's much more better to stop the run.
True,
We
but
have now than what we had last
no,
year.
but they're hurt. I mean, Nacho's hurt right now. Ashawn's hurt. They're not even playing right now. So like, if we were to play
right now. Okay, all right, but let's say right now with our guys
everybody's
back.
healthy. Everybody's healthy. Okay, I guess you could say it's better, but who are you gonna take off to put in Nacho and Ashawn? You gonna take off Kayvon or Aziz? I mean,
Probably Aziz.
You're not going to get rid of Leo or Dex. They're part of the run defense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know there. But as far as pass defense goes, I'd say we get a little better in the run defense just because of continuity.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So going from 31 to like what, to 30?
No, I'd say like 31 to like maybe 25, 26, something like that for right now until I see more.
Okay.
I'd
and
say
then in the past, we were like 16th in pass, if I remember correctly.
Call me crazy. I think we regress a little bit.
Explain to me.
We lost Julian Love. We don't have the veteran. Fabian Moreau was great for us last year.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish so much that we kept Fabian Moreau somehow.
Yeah, Deontay Banks has been. I love Deontay Banks. I wanted him in the first round, but he's struggling right now. He is going to get picked on, and we're already seeing it. And he got picked on by Amon-Ra St. Brown in day one insanely. Like he mossed him too. He mossed him. So he's gonna get picked on a lot. He's gonna be treated like, I mean, like a high value target right there. And we still have Darnay freaking starting in the nickel, which is insane to me. And on top of that, Dane Belton's not good at coverage either. So I'm just like, I think we regress a little bit in our pass defense to start. We'll see what happens when these guys start developing. Maybe Trey Hawkins starts playing. Deontay Banks plays better. Maybe Cordell Flott switches to that slot. But right now, I don't think our pass defense is that good at all. I think we're a little bit worse, to be honest.
So I would only disagree, and maybe I got my blue lens on, my Homer lens on, and chat will let me know. We'll see who they side with. I think we improved dramatically in the run game. I wouldn't say 31 to 26. I'd say 31 to like 22, 21, which is a way bigger jump. That's like 10 spots, right?
That's fair.
I think that's a way bigger jump. It's not quite average.
If that front seven sticks together and there's not a lot of injuries, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's not quite average, but I think we're really getting to being an average run defense. And I'm definitely a little bit more confident in our pass defense than you are. Although I agree. I wanted to keep Fabian Moreau so bad. He did nothing but good things for us last year. He was a signing that much like the team as a signing overachieved and did better than what we asked for.
Him and Isaiah Hodgins were a godsend for us.
100%.
I mean, they were low key like borderline MVPs for us last year.
Yeah. So I would definitely say I can see where you're coming from, but I'm not gonna go off of the first unofficial depth chart because I don't think there's no way Darnay is going to be starting in the slot. I think it is going to be Cordell Flott that starts off in the
I
slot.
thought so too, but
No, but
Darnay,
that's the first unofficial one, bro. Like that really
but
doesn't
here's the
matter.
thing. Here's the thing. I would understand that. Here's the thing. Darnay has been starting in the slot for the past 4 or 5 days now. Cordell hasn't sniffed first team in a while. That tells me that they're getting some they're getting some there's a pattern there. You know what I'm saying? Like Jason Pinnock. Jason Pinnock won that starting safety job like the second day of training camp. You know, they were rotating, and then like I think that second or third day he was like full-time second safety. You're already starting to see that with Darnay Holmes.
Listen,
Position battle.
you're speaking to a pro way Darnay truther here, and I'm telling you, he's not going to be starting, bro.
I hope not. I hope not. But you see, there's still position battles still happening. Like the inside linebacker too, they're still rotating every single day. Him, Darian Beavers and Micah McFadden, which I don't even understand because McFadden has been dominating Darian Beavers. Why the hell is this guy still in competition? I don't know.
So for me to continue the point I was making and not get into inane platitudes and just crazy talk. As I was going to say, even though I agree with the cornerback point of I wish we kept Fabian Moreau, this right here was going to be what I was going to bring up. Obviously, this is if everybody stays healthy, but even without it, when you look back on it, our front seven was injured quite a bit last year. Dexter Lawrence had a monster year, mostly because he was a monster player, but also a little bit because there was nobody else to kind of have that monster season. I doubt that we're going to have, knock on wood, as many injuries happening in the time periods that they happened last year. I think with the front seven on the field more and an improved front seven, obviously that's going to help out the DBs a little bit. And also rotations. I like Jason Pinnock. I like Bobby McCain a little bit. I'm not saying they're world beaters. I'm not saying they're world beaters, but rotations of them in there, I think we still did improve in the pass defense. I'm not going to say anything crazy like I did with the run from 31 to 21, 22. I'm going to say from 16 to 14, 16 to 15, 16 to 14, right? Okay. And before we even continue all of this, we're getting back to Lions day one here where you said you think the Lions would beat us right now. Mm-hmm. I think our offense matches up equally with their offense.
I don't think our defense matches up with their offense at all.
No, I'm saying I think if we play them, it will be not a shootout type game, but it will be an offensive-led game. We have two matched offenses, in my opinion, and I think our defense is better.
I would say 31-24 Lions. I think we lost 30-18 last time, so a little bit better.
This man's a fan?
I'm a realist!
This man's a fan?
I don't like to be let down.
He's not a fan.
Let things surprise me if they may, but I like being a realist. Okay, I think.
But I feel like maybe I'm overhyping too much because I feel like I'm being real. I feel like no, bro. Our offenses has got to be matched. All right.
No.
And our defense is better.
Bro, I'm sorry. We don't have a receiver. We have Darren Waller, but we do not have a receiver like Amon-Ra St. Brown, and even Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond, in camp was
Giants legend.
Giants legend. He was smoking everybody on one-on-ones. I mean, it was disgusting what he was doing. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I like how we went from talking about the offensive struggles with DJ to immediately the defensive struggles in day one.
Because I mean, they sucked. They both sucked in day one. I mean, yeah. To be honest, and there's no shame in that either. It's okay. There's people on both sides, like these Giants fans on both sides. The ones that are like really gunning hard for the Giants, that they don't want to hear anything bad from the Giants. And then there are Giants fans that are completely pessimistic, where I don't even know how they're Giants fans, and they just like
you mean yourself, but go on.
They wish nothing but harm on Daniel Jones. Like I told you, he was 5 of 12. Like
that is you.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, sure, sure. Have the whole Twitter mob after me now. But. You know, it's like there's a happy medium there. It's okay to have a bad day every once in a while. It's right. But
speaking of which,
let's shift
day
on.
Two was better.
Let's move on to greener pastures.
The man that was on the thumbnail and the man that's
I thought
on
that was disgusting.
The title right now. What do you mean?
Dave Belton sucks. I mean, he can strip the ball, but he sucks. But all right, keep going.
What do you actually have against him? He was a rookie last year. You're not going to give him a chance to improve and show you what he could do in his second year?
No, because I hated him as a prospect, and he just showed me why I hated him. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I could say something about you right now, bro. That would get this entire show canceled, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, because I'm just saying the same logic you're applying is so so
Well,
applicable
when they
to other
fatted.
things from real life. No, 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 no. Just
Oh,
applicable to other, other types of people and how they feel about other types of people in real life. Because it reinforced what I thought
are you trying to say
about them.
I'm racist?
I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. I didn't like him as a prospect. And when you show me in his first year, ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah, that boy showed me in his first year. Yeah, that's how you sound, man. I'm just saying, bro.
Let that white boy run. Go ahead, boy. Oh God. Oh man, that was
Thank you
funny.
for ending the show on the first episode back.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To be fair, to be fair,
He was a rookie.
I don't give a damn. To be fair, I'm a big Jason Pinnock guy over Dane Belton. So take that what you will. All right, take that what you will. But yeah, go
Jason
ahead. You
Pinnock
want?
had
Okay,
one-handed interception, bro.
bro. He
Let's
don't even do. Hold
let's
on, hold on. No, no, no,
let's
no. I'm not
keep it
gonna let
real,
that slide.
bro.
I'm not gonna let that slide. I'm not gonna let that slide. You are
Nah,
not gonna do
you
Jason
are
Pinnock like
gonna
that.
let that slide. You know
He's
why
been
you're gonna let
making
that slide?
plays
You want me
all
to tell you why you're
camp.
gonna let that
He
slide,
won the
KB?
battle.
Because
He
of this
beat
right
Dane
here.
Belton. He beat
Because
that
of this.
guy. Oh God, yeah, it was good. It was clean. It was clean. But just remember that Dane Belton did that last year too, and still got benched 5 games. But he did that last. His first game against the Carolina Panthers in Week 2, he had a strip. The first play of that game, and that was the first time he played Dane
It's
Belton
it's
after
like
a
it's like
collarbone
a
injury.
it's like
Here,
a
let me give some
African
props.
lion hunting a little
Oh my
small
God.
deer in the
Oh my
savannah,
God.
bro.
This guy
Snatched
this
him.
guy just went Dr. Umar real quick. All
Snatched
right,
him.
listen. Just to give credit to Dane Belton, okay? He is very good at that, okay? His first game back from a collarbone, from breaking his collarbone, Week 2 against the Carolina Panthers, first game on special teams on the kickoff return, he forced a fumble and we were able to return it. So I think returned it or recovered it. We recovered it and then we scored afterwards. So shout out to Dane Belton. Although he's great at doing that, he did that last year. He still got benched 5 games, so apparently that didn't matter. So anyway, continue.
Last year, rookie year. I'm so confused. For somebody that claims that like they're on the same wavelength as me when it comes to like judging players and giving players time to develop and whatnot, you're being very anti that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it make sense.
uh,
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
ah,
But
man. Huh?
everybody on day two had a way better day compared to day one.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody. From the
Daniel Jones.
offense, Daniel Jones, the receivers actually caught the passes today. To the defense, Dane Belton forced 2 fumbles, recovered one of them. Kayvon Thibodeau recovered the other. I think there was a third forced fumble. I forgot by who. The defense, I heard in general, played better. Everybody just looked better. Take it away, KB. I got to say bye to some family.
Oh, bet. So day 2, man, was a breath of fresh air, greener pastures, and a chance for everybody to just take a breath and relax. Because I know that, this all of Giants Twitter would have been up in flames if the Giants had 2 straight practices where they fumble the bag and get mollywopped by the Lions in their first action against another opponent. I'm glad the Giants went out there, came back, and it looked a lot more smoother on offense and defense. Daniel Jones was 11 of 16 for 2 touchdowns and 11 on 11 drills. He was 6 of 8 on 7 drills with 2 touchdowns as well. And also during some sort of red zone team practices, I don't know if it was 7 on 7 or 11 on 11, but they didn't count it towards his score. He also had 2 touchdowns to Paris Campbell as well. So he was a touchdown machine. Today on red zone drills and 11 on 11, 7 on 7. So shout out to Daniel Jones. You did a very good job, a very good bounce back. I believe there was a dropped interception he threw as well, but no interceptions still yet against the Detroit Lions. And then what else? The wide receivers, all of them 8. Daniel Jones was dealing every time Daniel Jones has a good day, it's always because he's spreading the ball around. Isaiah Hodgins had a lot of not a lot of reception, but had some good catches. So Darius Slayton had a couple of touchdowns. Darren Waller always, he has to get his touchdowns. And then I believe I'm missing one, but I could be wrong. Bellinger had touchdowns with Tyrod, but the offense played great defense. Defensive wise, Deontay Banks forced an incompletion on Amon-Ra St. Brown in the end zone, so that's great to see. He's getting his confidence back. He's not letting it bother him too much. So that's good. He's getting his wins. He's being like an actual rookie out there, having his roller coaster of good and bad plays out there. The front seven was absolutely dominant with Bobby Okereke was all over the place, run stopping and forcing pass breakups. And Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams were men amongst boys out there, and they were destroying everybody, especially on one-on-ones. I'm hearing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Frank Ragnow still on the Lions?
Yeah, center. Mm-hmm.
One of the best centers in the league, right?
Yeah.
You'll see what Dexter Lawrence did to that man. I'm just saying, one of the best centers in the league.
Man.
If not, like he's sometimes regarded as the best center in the league. Dexter was pushing that man back like he was a thimble. You guys know what a thimble is? It used to come on the original Monopoly game. It was a thing like this big. I don't even know what it was used for back in the day. Just like a little metal container. He pushed him back like he was nothing.
Yeah. And then, also another. So we heard Trey Hawkins, the 6th round rookie. He's been making noise. Now we're getting another late round rookie making noise. Jordan Riley, the defensive tackle out of Oregon that we drafted. I believe it was could be after Trey Hawkins. I can't remember the order in which they were drafted, the late rounders. But he's a guy I thought was kind of a throwaway prospect, the guy he was drafted just to be drafted, but he had to work with the first teams due to the injuries there with Nacho and Ashawn and Ryder Anderson. So he was bumped up to the first team, and according to Justin Pennick and Art Stapleton, he looked very confident out there. He looked good. He looked like he fit in with the first team. He had a couple of run stuffs today, showed a lot of power. So and that's another late round rookie that Joe Shane drafted, looking good with the first team. That's really awesome to see. But all in all, the defense played very, very well.
The defense played well. The offense played much better. You just weren't gonna have 2 days in a row. I think you said it at the very beginning, KB. You just weren't gonna have 2 days in a row where the Giants struggled like that. I don't think that was gonna happen because A, Brian Dable wasn't gonna let it happen, and B, the Giants players themselves weren't gonna let it happen. They were gonna let themselves essentially be embarrassed 2 days in a row because that first day was a complete Lions win, and from what we're hearing, the second day might be a complete Giants win, right? So
yeah, I think. Oh yeah, real quick, not to cut you off. That's something I forgot to mention. So the Giants truly won today because they had a scrimmage at the end of the team periods, and they were pretty much going back and forth. The Daniel Jones scored a touchdown with, I believe it was to Darren Waller first with the first team, and then it was Jared Goff's turn. They scored a touchdown, so it was like a shootout. And then Tyrod Taylor scored a touchdown with Colin Johnson, and then our second team defense stopped their second team offense. We won the day, 2 scores to 1 score. So we definitely won day 2. So I'm very excited that we actually got to come back and not lose both days to them.
Exactly. And then one thing I wanted to ask, as you brought it up, or as we touched on in the beginning with the day 2 topic here, was I guess, how seriously are you taking these joint practices? Because we're essentially at a draw now, right? Mm-hmm. How seriously are you taking them? How seriously do you think this is reflective of any type of performance that's going to matter?
I think it's definitely probably more reflective than these training camp, like against our team, like just our team is, because these are other teams. These are more competitive. These are guys like who don't really care about you on the other side. You're facing the Lions team. Like when you're facing against your teammates, you kind of want to see everybody do well, right? You want to see your teammates do well. Of course, you want to do well to make your money and get up there and on the roster and look good for the coaches. But when you're going against another team, it's competitive as it is. It doesn't matter if it's training camp, doesn't matter if it's a preseason game. These guys are going to go out there and they're going to probably play a lot harder, especially for the guys that they're with. So I think I take a lot of stock in it. I know a lot of people say it's just practice, but a lot of it carries over into the season, and we're going to see in the preseason these guys are going to be fighting for roster spots. But I don't know if it's really going to be a deciding factor of how the regular season goes, but I definitely think it's a deciding factor of how our roster is going to shape up. That's for sure. As far as depth wise.
And then I was going to ask, this kind of is derivative of the question I just asked you. With Daniel Jones' performance, it's still kind of sort of a practice at the end of the day. How much stock do you put into him struggling one day, bouncing back the other?
I don't because like I said, if it would have been a different story if in day 2 he struggled again, but in day 1 he struggled, he got it out the way. He even stood after practice to work on his deep balls because those were what he was struggling on with Darren. He was struggling to connect with Darren Waller deep downfield. He stood behind in
I
practice
think today
and
he
worked on
still had
that.
like an underthrow to Darius
He did.
Slayton or
He
something like
had
that. I
one
read, yeah.
underthrow. Yeah, he had one underthrow, and he had a dropped interception. I didn't see a video on that, but that's just what I'm hearing. But not every attempt you make is going to be perfect. Especially if you're throwing the ball 16, 17, 18 times. You're gonna make one mistake out of those. But um,
Good
yeah,
question,
like
Jonathan. We're gonna get
yeah.
to it because we actually have a section for
Do
the
you expect all
preseason.
rookies to play? I'd say yes. Except that they're having any nagging injuries, like the first game of the season, you are good, definitely going to see rookies play, definitely.
First
So
preseason game, right? Yeah.
yeah, first preseason game, you're definitely going to see rookies play.
And then getting to the next topic here with players returning from injury, a former rookie going to his second year, and we know how KB feels about rookies, so he does not like Wandale Robinson at all. He thinks he's an injury prone, little built wide receiver. Not sure why we took him, his exact words. So we'll see what happens there. But
Hey, listen,
Wandale is tracking to be back sooner than expected.
all I'm
And we
saying,
recently had two players off the pup. I think it was who were the two players? I think it was Marcus McKeithen that came off
yeah,
the pup recently,
yeah,
and
Ashawn Robinson.
Ashawn Robinson. Yep, and then another Robinson, Wandale Robinson. Like I said, he's tracking to actually come back way quicker than they were expecting.
I don't think why would they though? Their depth of wide receiver is like the deepest in the in
No,
the
it's
in
not
the
that they're
roster.
rushing him; is that his health apparently, like
Okay,
he's improving at a good rate,
okay.
is what
I
they're
mean,
saying.
we'll see what happens. I mean, I want to see Wando come back. I didn't hear anything about Wando. This is new to me, but yeah, if he comes back,
So
he
they're
comes back.
saying there's a chance he might be available week 1, which was not what they were thinking when the injury happened.
I don't think that's a good idea. I
I
don't
don't
think that's
think
a
it's
good
gonna
timing.
happen. I more realistically, if he's tracking that fast, KB, I would say a realistic timeline before it was basically like a whole year removed, right? So that's like week 10. I think more so
Yeah,
maybe like week 4 or 5 we'll see him if he's actually
yeah,
tracking
yeah.
to come back
I would
fast.
prefer that because even if he's cleared by trainers, I mean, there's nothing that would stop him from if he's cleared by trainers. There's nothing that's gonna stop him from like being activated, right? They have to activate him. They can't just keep him non. But I would really, really hesitate to play him. For like I would be like playing him like 5, 6 snaps a game until I feel like he's ready. Not probably the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season because ACLs are just very tricky. You could be medically clear, but stuff could still linger. Especially a smaller frame like him. I don't know. But I see you're messing with the white balance.
Yeah.
I was doing that with mine too a couple days ago. But yeah, as far as Wandale goes, man, I hope he comes back nicely. I became a fan of him. I always like to see
Sure you
smaller
did.
players. I always listen. I'm a smaller player, so I love to see smaller players win. But I just see what George Pickens is doing in training camp, and I'm just like, God damn, we could have had
I
him.
gotta admit that. Shout out to
You got
Zayd
it.
and shout out to
Yeah,
Ash,
yeah.
bro. What's good, Ash?
Hey, Ash in the building, bro.
But
Ash in the building. What's good, bro?
we should
But
have had George Pickens, man. We should have had
I
George
told
Pickens.
bro, remember when
We
me
should have
and
had
you
George Pickens.
remember when me and you were on draft night and I remember you told me you're like, it's a wide receiver, just not the one you want.
Yeah.
I said, George Pickens, please.
Because it wasn't the one I wanted either.
Oh God, man. I
No
wanted
disrespect. Yo, you pulling Stephen A. No disrespect.
no
No
disrespect.
disrespect to Wandale. The brother is great. He's a great
The
player.
brother can ball. Don't get
He
me wrong.
can ball.
The brother can ball.
But that man, George Pickens, he's a bad man.
Bro,
And
he's been
especially
making
when you
like
look,
freaking
bro, he had a great rookie
backflips,
year.
one-handed catches and shit. Oh
It's
my
not like
God.
he had a Justin Jefferson-esque rookie year, but he had a great rookie year, and everything is showing that he's
But
gonna
he's
have a
killing
great
it right
second year.
now. He's killing like, bro. I don't. Here's the thing with George Pickens. I think his ceiling is very. I think his talent is very limited. He's a go up and get it type guy. He's gonna
Also,
be like a Des Bryant. That's what he's
KB,
gonna
I
be.
was
Des
gonna say,
Bryant.
I think Juan Bell's ceiling is really a starting slot receiver. George Pickens' ceiling is a number one receiver. He's
Oh no,
already a number one.
no.
He's
Here's the thing.
already a number one
Of course,
receiver.
dude. No one agrees with me more than me.
Yeah.
No one agrees with you more than me because I wanted him since the beginning. But what I'm saying is that you look at Des Bryant, he was one of the best receivers of his era, right? But he was really a one-trick pony. Let's be real. I mean, he was like dig route and fly route. That was pretty much it because he was a go up and get it type guy. He was a guy. That's how I see George Pickens, that he's going to catch everything. Like when he's covered, he's open. That's what he's going to be. But as far as I just don't think Pickens is ever going to be in the conversation of a Jefferson, of a Diggs, of Hopkins. I just don't see him as that, but I definitely see him as far more superior than Wandale, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
With that being said, that's just us kind of pipe dreaming ourselves here real quick, because we talked about it last week on the pod. We ended up having one of the a supremely deep wide receiver core. Like, even though there's no quote unquote number one, and we know Darren Waller is going to be the number one target, but when you look at the receiving core in itself, we're actually
I think
way deeper than expected.
I think Slayton's really like separating himself as like a potential number one receiver. Like, I think he's going against number one corners and he's having success. Paris Campbell is really good as well. He's doing really well as well. But
Listen,
Darius Slayton,
don't get me started. Don't get me started on Darius, bro.
Bro, right? I've clowned Darius too in my days. Okay, I just can't deny what he's doing right now in training camp.
Don't get me.
Bro, he had
Darius Slayton.
He had an insane touchdown today.
The 26-year-old out of Norcross, Georgia.
This man
going to Greater Atlanta Christian School.
This man, look up his Wikipedia.
Son of Pamela Slayton.
She sounds pretty, bro. She sounds Pamela Slayton. Okay.
Let me look her up real quick.
Bro, your name is Pamela. Nah. You probably look good, bro.
That's not the point.
Bro, name me an ugly Pam.
Yo, let's get back to the topic at hand. Anyway, the point is, you're talking to once a Darius Slayton truther. After this man's rookie year, I was out here wilded. I was saying Darius Slayton's gonna be better than Terry McLaurin. I said that on this channel. I had nothing but faith and support for Darius Slayton.
I get it. Your channel is full of bad takes. I get it.
But, and this is a huge but. All right,
huge.
A nicely. The point being is that even though I had high expectations for him, that's not against him. That's against me. But I don't think he could separate himself as a number one. That's just me. Unless you're trying to say he's going to be the one that gets the most targets in this particular thing. In this particular group.
In this particular, I don't think he should be considered as a number one receiver like in the league. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in this receiving core, I think especially with the chemistry that he has with Daniel Jones, it's like whenever Daniel Jones is in doubt, he trusts Darius Slayton. They had that chemistry. Bro, you should have seen that touchdown from Daniel Jones' angle. That touchdown was insane, bro. Jones saw Darius Slayton from one side of the field to the other, from the right side, and he threw it to the left side of the field. And Darius Slayton was in stride going to the end of the end zone, like the sideline of the end zone, threw a perfect dot to him. He did a freaking Jordan logo pose, bro, and caught the ball. Bro,
I was gonna say in the case where you clarified it because of that same word chemistry, without a doubt, he's gonna be the one that gets the most targets because he's been DJ's target since his rookie year, right? They've had the most reps together. It's actually a little bit of surprise considering Sterling Shepard has also been on the team just as longer, but Shepard is, obviously
he's working his way back.
Unfortunately injured. He's working his way back.
He's been working with the third team a lot, third and second.
Which I was gonna say, that's kind of weird when you think about it, right? And they literally, Shepard acknowledged it. He's kind of almost fighting for a spot on this team, it seems.
Yeah, well, remember, he is on a prove-a-deal contract. I mean, he is like making less than $1 million, right? So obviously there's other players that are going to take precedent to that. And on top of that, he's coming off an injury. I think when the season comes around, he's going to get a lot more playing time. But remember, it's Sterling Shepard we're talking about. This guy's made of glass. I don't want him to overwork himself in training camp and start to, put him out there with the first team and just, hurt himself again. I'm not trying to have that happen. So if I'm the team, I would have probably done the same thing, put him with the second and third team. He is the veteran. A lot of these guys, I would say his spot is secured. I mean, a healthy Sterling Shepard is the best receiver on this team. Sorry. Like, a healthy Sterling Shepard is better than Slayton. Healthy Sterling Shepard is better than Paris Campbell. I mean,
but I was going to say, we don't know what a healthy Sterling Shepard off of this God knows number what injury looks like.
Yeah, I'm saying healthy. I'm saying, like, forget the injury. Like, a healthy Sterling Shepard, if he were to come back and he feels good and, like, he is good, like, legitimately good.
No, but like, you're saying a Sterling Shepard before the injury then. bro. Because a healthy Sterling Shepard after this, like I said, I don't know
Yeah,
what number injury this is.
yeah, yeah. But I
Could
think
be
this is his
completely different.
first. Is this his first or second torn ACL?
I don't know.
Because I know
I'll be
he
honest. I
was
don't
a
know off the top of my
concussion
head.
machine. And I know he tore his knee, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know if he tore his ACL. I could be wrong. Somebody fact
On the
check.
Shepard thing here, Jonathan says, "Do you see him making the team? And if he does, do you think he'll be a
Yeah,
situational
yeah,
receiver
exactly,
third down?"
exactly. I think first of all they are listing him as an outside receiver, which is fine with me because we have tons of slot receivers, so we need outside guys. He could play the outside, um, and I think he's going to be out there when they don't want to use Hodgins, when they want to get a little bit more shiftier. With the route running concept and stuff like that, I think that's when they're going to use Shepard. You may see him in the slot a bit, but Cole Beasley has been killing it in the slot right now, man. I want to see what he's like out there too. So it's just odd to me that Cole Beasley retired twice. This man
Yeah,
comes back off the couch and he's
bro.
better than
He's
everybody. I
literally.
don't understand.
He's just good with Brian Dable, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, and he's like,
Him and Brian Dable are just good
listen,
together.
this is why the NFL is shifting towards smaller receivers because they just find like Cooper Cup. Cole Beasley is like a lesser version of a Cooper Cup. He finds the soft spot in zones and he's so small and shit. Bro, the defense can't find him. They can't get to him. They can't see him. If your quarterback knows where he's gonna be at and knows the different knows where he's gonna be sitting at in the coverages, I mean, you can't stop it. It's just so hard to stop. Cole Beasley is bro, he used to piss me off when he was the Cowboys. Oh my god. Every time it was a third down, this mother guy keeps bro, every
Guy,
time.
this
Bro,
guy.
every time he was right at the first down marker. Every time, bro. I couldn't stand Cole Beasley. I'm happy he's a Giant now, but damn, man, I wish we had him 5 years ago, honestly. Cole Beasley 5 years ago would have been like the best receiver on this team. Oh man.
I'll say this. With regards to the wide receiver core, Cole Beasley, it was a little bit of a surprise that we signed him
Presley.
at all, but not a surprise that he's performing the way he is. And yeah, that's the whole reason I highlighted Cresley's comment. It's kind of funny. We all know that Diggy got to be Darius's like long lost older brother or something, man. I don't know.
Oh, bro, he said the reason why Slayton's catching the passes because it's Diggy. Diggy's out there mossing folks out there, bro. Shout out to Diggy, man.
On to the next topic, though, guys. Speaking of a former Cowboy, Anthony Barr? Question mark. This was a weird rumor that I saw floating around for the past couple days. The Giants looking into signing Anthony Barr, or Anthony Barr looking into coming to the Giants, whatever the case may be. KB and I spoke briefly about it before we went live, and he was like, "Yeah, he saw this as well." Tell me what you saw, man.
Wait, Anthony Barr?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see much. I just saw a report that the Giants were gonna work him out. I'm okay with that because Anthony Barr, he's a 4-3 linebacker, but I'm pretty sure his when he was last with the Vikings, they were working on 3-4, and on top of that, he's with the Cowboys most recently. I believe they are running a 3-4. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Okay, look it up right now.
Because it's Dan Quinn, right? It's Dan Quinn, but Dan Quinn runs a 4-3, but I'm pretty sure they stood with a 3-4. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know Dan Quinn's a 4-3 guy, but I think they went 3-4. I could be wrong. That might have been the only time I've seen a defense coordinator switch his scheme.
Oh, they're 4-3.
They're 4-3. Okay.
Bleacher
So,
Report article from last month.
and if I'm not mistaken, Minnesota was definitely a 3-4 at some point before he left. So he's familiar with it. He's a strong side 4-3 linebacker, which just means he is like what Devin Kennard was for us, or like a guy that rushes the passer from one of the off-ball linebacker positions. That's just what he is. And so I think he could be useful as a pass rusher, a situational pass rusher for us. I don't think we're gonna need him in the pass cover game. He's just not that. So I think he's going to be used as a situational passer. If we do sign him, I don't really see a spot for him on this team. To be honest with you, maybe it's to upgrade over O'Shane Ximines. I would assume so, maybe. But if you're looking for a stopgap guy that to like secure the edges, I mean, you have Jahad Ward for that. So I don't know if you want to have two guys like that, but Anthony Barr is definitely, I mean, I would, like I said, same thing with Cole Beasley. I would have loved to have an Anthony Barr 5 years ago, but
I was literally gonna say, when I made this topic, bro, in my mind, I was like, this would have been an amazing signing if
bro,
it was like
Barr's like
2018, 2019.
Barr's like 33, 34, no?
Mhm.
Something like that? Damn. But, yeah, he's old, man. Yeah, I mean, we're
I
always getting the older, versions of linebackers.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it.
What
I
a
was gonna
ride.
say another comment here from Jonathan that I agree with. Not necessarily an Anthony Barr type of player. I would probably be on the lookout to sign this late in the offseason with this close to the season. I'd probably be looking to sign like another backup pass rusher more than like an actual pass rusher. Does that make sense what I'm saying, KB? Because you know I'm not the best with the alignment stuff. I'm not the best when it comes to like, four
Yeah,
three outside linebacker
you want
stuff
an
like that.
actual
I
hand in
want
the
like
dirt
a
guy. Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
get
or somebody that like, because whether it's Aziz, whether it's Kayvon, whether it's somebody else, give me another Jihad Ward type player
it. Mhm,
so that
mhm.
we have somebody else there, not just Jihad Ward. Because if Jihad Ward goes down, then who we got behind there? Who we gonna put in?
O'Shane.
O'Shane?
X-Man.
Maybe he's gonna be good because he sees the second Old Dominion player ever drafted doing better than him. I don't know.
Bro, I was so
No,
hyped for him
I
coming
would
out that
rather look
draft.
at another pass rush type player like that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Anthony Barr, man. It's just that, like, I just feel like he's at the tail end of his career. I don't think he's gonna be as impactful. But hey, we've had guys like, you remember, Connor, the Philadelphia pass rusher,
Darwin
Connor Barwin. When we signed
from
him,
like 2019.
yeah, when we signed him, he was like a low key good pass rusher. Like, he wasn't great. He wasn't Connor Barwin of like his prime years, but he was an older veteran past his prime that honestly did pretty well for us. Who's the other guy? Kyler Fackrell did pretty well for us in the 1 year he was with us. So the Giants are
I miss
pretty good.
Kyler Fackrell.
Yeah,
He had a
man,
pick six.
that pick six, man. But the Giants are pretty good. Again, this is a new regime, but we've had a couple of like veteran tail end of the career pass
I'm gonna
rushers that
give you.
do a
I'm gonna
good
give you a
job.
couple of veterans that are still
Jahad Ward is one
surprisingly
of them
available.
too. Jahad Ward's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's a couple that are surprisingly still available. Robert Quinn
that's
is still available.
what?
How is he?
He's
How
older.
is Robert
Oh,
Quinn?
he's
He is
older.
older. He's 33. Him and Anthony Barr, there's like a 2 year difference.
I would take
But the
Robert Quinn.
Eagles, apparently the Eagles cut him. So he's just there right now, bro. What in
Oh
the
yeah,
world?
they did sign Robert Quinn. Oh snap!
He's he's just on the market. Am I tripping? This is on SpotRack. SpotRack says he's available.
Oh,
Another one that's also kind of had his injury issues, younger than both Anthony Barr and Robert Quinn,
I think
but also
JPP is
probably
done, Jonathan. I don't know if he's
yeah.
looking for a team.
But this guy, younger than both of them, probably better career than both of them as well. Clowney is available.
No,
Jadavion Clowney.
hell
Towards
no.
the end of his career, no.
No, Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, like everybody's like exposed him already. Like watch his film, bro. He's just an athlete, bro. He is not a good football player.
Gotcha. You would definitely take Quinn over
I would
him.
take Robert Quinn in a set, bro. Bro. Robert Quinn has been one of the most consistent pass rushers in the past 10 years, bro. He's always good, always. Like no matter what team he's with.
So another even younger, and I think this is a former uh commander, Matt Ioannidis.
Yeah, he's like more of a 3 tech guy though. He's like a Jihad Ward almost, but not on the edge. Like you're not gonna put Matt Ioannidis on the edge like you put Jihad Ward. Like he's straight up 3 technique.
This
So
is somebody that's like way out of his prime, but we are looking at older guys towards like the end of their careers there
yeah,
for a
yeah,
one
yeah,
year
yeah.
1 year deal.
Veteran pass.
Also though, had injury history, Melvin Ingram.
I would be willing to give Melvin Ingram a chance, but the problem is he gets hurt a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like he
He's
has
always
he has
hurt.
an injury
Like
history.
it's very rare you see him and Joey Bosa together because he was always hurt.
I might be
Calvin
tripping,
Noy, Calvin
I
Noy still
think
out there, bro. Bro, I remember we were supposed to
I
try
don't
to
know
sign
about
him
that.
a couple years ago, and I never
I'm
went.
good on Van Noy.
Yeah, me too. I'm good, little bro.
I might be tripping here. For some reason, I thought this guy was at one point part of the Giants, but I guess not. I'm looking at his history here. Mario Addison.
Addison was a while ago. Yeah, when we signed out Mario Addison, that was a while ago. No, it wasn't Addison that we had. It was Mario Edwards that we had.
Yeah, Edwards. That's what I'm saying. But
We
we
traded
never
for.
we never had him.
Yeah, Mario Addison. He's a
And after that, like you actually get to who we were talking about. Like after that, it's like Anthony Barr and
yeah.
stuff like
So
that.
I mean, the only guy I'd probably take over Barr is Robert Quinn.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still available. I'm not sure what's up with that. Did he even get playing time last year in the Eagles? I can't remember.
I don't think he signed with the Eagles last year. I think he signed with the Eagles this year. Could be
Oh,
wrong.
so why is he like on the
Oh
free
no,
agent
I think I'm
available
wrong.
list?
I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I
he
think
signed with
Quinn
them
took
last year.
him. Yeah.
I saw somebody ask if there's any corners. I mean, let's see. I'm right here. See who's available. I'll just read down the list. You stop me when there's anybody interesting.
Oh, for
Byron
corners?
Jones.
For corners?
Yeah, yeah.
No, screw Byron Jones.
Byron
He
Jones,
was hurt.
William Jackson, Bradley
Ooh.
Roby.
What? William Jackson's available?
Yeah,
Is he coming off an injury?
I don't know. Oh yeah, he's on IR.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say William Jackson's like still should be at the prime of his career. He was only
He's
drafted in,
30.
like 2015. Yeah, he
He
should
is
be good.
30.
Yeah, that's a good year. That's a good age. What the Yo, what the hell is happening with my camera?
You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know what the hell. You hear me still?
I hear you. You almost dropped a certain word. I was like, huh? That's a hold up.
What's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
Get back in here, bro. What's going on?
I went to a new tab. I just refreshed my Twitter and my webcam just like cracked out.
Refresh your StreamYard.
Yeah, so I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right, chat. I'm gonna continue to read names. You guys, let me see if the chat says anybody. So I'll start over. Byron Jones, age 30. William Jackson, age 30. Bradley Roby, age 31. Ronald Darby, age 29. So the only guy, the guy that was next after Bradley Roby, age 31, is Ronald Darby, age 29. Casey Hayward, age 33.
Oh wait. What you
Anthony
said before
Brown, age 29.
Before Hayward?
Ronald Darby.
Oh man, Darby
NFC
always gets
East.
hurt. Darby
Yeah, I
always
was gonna
gets
say
hurt.
NFC East
He's good.
mainstay Ronald Darby.
Yeah, Darby's good, but he always gets hurt. All right, who else?
Then it was Casey Hayward, Anthony
Oh,
Brown,
oh,
Troy Hill,
no.
Kyle Fuller,
Ooh, Fuller. Fuller's the
PJ
one.
Williams,
No.
Bryce Callahan.
Bryce Callahan's a good slot. Oh, if we need a slot corner, he probably fit in nicely. I mean, we do.
Then
need
it's Giants legend Logan Ryan,
Logan Ryan. We miss you, bro.
Justin Coleman, Jason Verrett. That's really about it.
Oh my god, dude, I don't think Jason Verrett ever played like a season since like 2015, bro. The dude's always hurt in the beginning of the year. Dude, every single season, it's never failed. Every single season, the beginning of the season, preseason, or like week 1, week 2, Jason Verrett out for the year. Like, golly, this guy cannot stay healthy. He's played like
Bro,
3 snaps in
remember
the
when we
league,
signed Logan Ryan to a 3-year, $30-something million deal, and then we cut him? Oh my god,
man! I liked Logan Ryan, bro. I missed him. I wish somehow we were able to keep him. But
I like them too, but I think we definitely completely survive without him. We don't need him.
yeah.
I probably agree with you, Raj. The corners in general, kind of mid, nothing too special. I mean, the only guy I'd probably look at is Bradley Roby, maybe. He's like he is towards the end of his career, but that's kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah. Roby.
And then same thing with the pass rushers, kind of mid. The only guy you'd probably look at is Robert Quinn, but why is he there in the first place? I gotta look into that.
Yeah, I don't.
Why is he even available?
I looked at his stats for 2022, and they're not good.
I mean, he didn't get much playing time, did he? The Eagles were stacked.
He started 7 games.
Started 7, but what's the snap count looking like, bro? What's the snap percentage looking like? Because let's not forget the Eagles have like at least 3 pass rushers ahead of him. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, you're right. Let me try to look at his snaps. Every time I'm on live, it's always hard to freaking read these advanced statistics. Where the hell do you see snap counts at? I know you see it somewhere over here. Where the hell is it at?
And since people are asking anyway, I made a mistake, guys. For some reason, I thought our first preseason game was against the Jets. That's our last preseason game. So pretend this says the Lions.
This guy knew we had joint practices with the Lions, and then said, "Oh yeah, and here's the game with the Jets." Like, we're not gonna face the Lions in practice and face the Jets in the game. This guy.
All right, bro.
This guy.
All right, bro. Yo, keep that up, bro. You're not gonna get a birthday present, bro. Keep that up, bro.
See, he's a little rusty. I mean,
keep that up, bro. You're not gonna get a birthday present, bro. Keep it up. See what happens.
Yo, where the hell do you find a snap count on Pro Football Reference? I was always able to find it. Why can't I find it right now?
Did they change? It's usually in the big column.
It's always used in the advanced defense and fumbles, right? Advanced defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not here.
Steve, you might be right, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. It might be time for me to hang up the cleats.
Nah, man, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying, bro. Steve might be right.
No, man. Listen, man.
Past my prime.
You a little.
You got all these.
Oh,
man. You got all these You got all these youngins on here now, KB. I'm seeing all these youngins, the channels popping off,
Oh
the
man, bro,
TikToks and whatnot. I don't know, man.
this man had okay, 22% on he only had 88 snaps with the Eagles, 22%. And when he was with Chicago, he played with both teams last year. He played 68%. That's a decent chunk there of defensive plays. And yeah, he never started a game for the Eagles, but started all 7 with the Bears, and he finished the season with like a sack
Hmm.
in 7 games. So that's not cool. Hold on. I don't think he had a sack. 1 sack, yeah, never mind. 1 sack, 10 tackles. Yeah, he was
That would
trash.
explain why he's on the market.
Yeah, he
But
was trash.
probably be good as like we said, like a third, fourth backup. Not like a third, fourth person on the depth chart. Backup.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him as a rotational guy. Why not,
Wasn't
bro?
he on the
We have
Cowboys a couple years ago? Am I
dude,
tripping?
we had Robert Quinn, I believe so. Let me see. Yeah, 1 year. 1 year. So he was with the Rams for a while, and then went to Miami for a year, Dallas for a year, Chicago for 2 years, and then
Who did he
Philly.
get drafted by? It wasn't the Rams, was it?
Rams, yeah. He got
It
drafted by the
was the
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah,
Okay,
when they were the St. Louis Rams.
got you. All right.
Yep.
I don't got nothing else, but let's talk about this matchup with the line. Even though we kind of already talked about it, the question that was asked, what?
Yeah, you might as well just take off this damn ticker, bro. I know you worked hard on it. Just take it off.
No, I'm not taking it
Just
off,
take
bro.
it off. You're confusing the audience for crying out loud.
Are our starters gonna see any playing time
Man,
on Friday?
listen, man. I'm really worried about Daniel Jones going against
Yo, it's
self-scoring.
really this Friday? What time is it, bro? Hold up.
It's at 7:30, I
What's
believe.
Oh, I'm gonna be at the gym, bro. I'm not gonna be able to watch this.
Bro, are you serious? You're that dedicated, bro? Take it off, bro. Take it off for
I
one day.
am. I was just on vacation for a week. That was my off time.
Wow, ridiculous. You see this guy? This guy is not dedicated. He is absolutely not dedicated
Yo,
to the
KB.
cause.
yo,
Absolutely.
yo,
You
yo,
know what?
let him know, bro. Let him
Nah.
let him know
No.
about what I sent you that one day, bro. Let him know.
Bro,
Let him
why did
know.
you say it like that, bro? What is wrong with you?
I didn't mean it like
Let
that,
him
but just
know
let him
what.
know. Let him know. Let him know. Tell
Yeah,
him.
I don't want to start glazing, bro. But listen, man,
All
he's
right.
hit. Hey, man's getting swole. He's doing what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? He's
That's what
doing
I'm
what he has
saying,
to
bro.
do. Who
I
is your
gotta do what I
plan B
gotta
for
do.
Evan Neal? I'm not happy about the concussion. Here's the thing. For 2 things, Duran. The concussion is the least of our problems. That was probably the best case scenario for us. I know concussions in real life span of things is not good, but in football, that is the best injury you can have because it takes like a week and you're good. You just got to recover that head. But when it comes to plan B, Matt Parrott's been doing okay. I know me and you have been Matt Parrott stands for years. I've been more so than you, but
Yeah.
he's been
And
doing all right.
I've been turning on him, but yeah, I've heard the same thing. Cause,
Been doing all
bro,
right.
let's keep it real. Not a single Giants fan was still really rocking with Matt Pert like that this offseason. But
Yeah.
apparently, over the past couple weeks, he's been doing fine as a
Well, I
swing
forgot.
tackle.
I mean, as much as a stan as I am of him, I forgot he was on the team for a while. But because we were talking about all these other players, you know, and Evan Neal as well. So over under on Jalen Hyatt 1,000
Under,
yards. Oh my God, way
under,
under. Oh my God, way under.
under on the yardage, probably right there on the
Probably right
touchdowns. I
around
don't know.
the touchdowns. I'd probably say even on the. I'd probably push on the touchdowns, but 1,000 yards, dude. I don't see more than like I don't probably.
Oh, he's saying this. He's saying against the Lions. He's making a joke. He said versus the Lions this Friday. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over.
I guess. Oh,
I'm gonna go over.
oh! I thought you said on the season. I thought you meant on the season.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
over
that
on
flew
both,
right
bro.
over our head. That shows that we
Also,
don't read the comments at all.
I know that you're not calling me a Jalen hater. I was probably one of the only people on YouTube and social media that wanted Jalen Hyatt like that. I'm glad to see other people are coming around to the train.
Yeah, I was a Jalen
All right,
hater.
other people coming around to the train. Shout out to like, ah man, why do I keep forgetting his name on Twitter? He rocks with Ash heavy, but he didn't like Hyatt that much, and I think he's slowly coming
Jabri.
around to the train. Jabri, yeah, I think
Yeah,
Jabri's
me and
slowly
Jabri
coming
agree. Yeah,
around
we
to
said
it.
it on Twitter Spaces that we didn't like 9 route Jalen Hyatt, but
Yo, KB, you gotta help me make this decision, bro.
go ahead.
Should I try and
Yo,
go?
Raj, somebody ban this man right now.
What?
Anyway,
You
go
can't
ahead.
ban him.
He's speaking about the
He's
kid.
a lifelong member.
He's
He might
speaking
not
about
have it, but he's an unofficial member.
chat. Ban him right now.
I
Anyway,
was gonna say, and chat, you know, you guys might have to help me make this decision as well. Should I try and go to Sunday Night Football Week 1?
yo, I was thinking. All right, here's the thing. Okay, I don't want to put
Should I?
anything out. I don't no. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't want to put anything out into the air right now. But I am going to New York and Pennsylvania to try to visit family and friends during that week. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be live for that game. I'm going to be up north. I would love to try to make it to that game. I would love to. I will be up there, but I just don't know if I'll be at the game. That's really gonna be heartbreaking because my grandmother's birthday is on September 10th. All right. Yeah, I know, Grandma. Grandma, listen. Grandma, listen. I'm
I
probably gonna
love
have to
you,
visit, but
but I love you. But I'm gonna keep it real. Do you see what I'm wearing right now? Yo,
bro,
yo, you gotta go up to grandma, bro. Dap her up. Be like,
never.
yo, it's
Hey,
been real. It's been
happy
real. It's been
birthday.
real.
Happy birthday. I'm out of here.
Yo,
All
here's
right?
the birthday. Here's the birthday card. I got some
Oh
little old
man.
people friendly candy in there. You know, there's some change in there. You have yourself a good time. I'm gonna be
Hey,
out.
Yovraj. Hey, I still want you banned, Yovraj. But yeah, that's crazy. You got the same birthday as my grandmother. Um, happy
I
birthday
see.
to
I
you.
see
Hopefully we
two
get a
yeses.
W.
Raph is saying I should do it. Your Roger saying I should do it. Cresley said I should do it. That's 3 yeses. Shout out to Louis Brand, man. I had to finish college, man. That's what happened. KB was still on here though. He's been still putting out the videos. So make sure you go over
You
there and
already
check
know
him
what
out.
it is, bro. You already know what it is.
Oh, yo, that's 3 people saying yeah. The only reason KB I haven't done it is because the most expensive games for the Giants are typically the start of the season. We're good to get this year, so that's probably gonna change. Um,
Gonna get
but
even more.
usually the most expensive one is like the first month.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like
what do you mean? It's probably gonna change it. Change in the bad way, right? It's probably gonna go up because we're good.
yeah, it's gonna go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
It's gonna be like five
Let
hundred
me
dollars.
actually look right now on like Giants versus Cowboys. Like how much is it? Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
It's gonna be. I'm telling y'all, it's prime time too. Like it's gonna be expensive. Part of the reason I want to go is because I've never been to a prime time game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like look at this, bro. The cheapest one is 160.
Oh, for the
Come
nosebleeds.
on,
For
bro.
the nosebleeds.
Oh my god.
How much did we pay to go to Chicago for the Chicago game?
I don't think it was that much. And that was no. And I love those nosebleed seats, by the way. I think nosebleeds are my favorite thing to be now.
Bro, I'm
When
not
I'm
gonna
at a
lie.
Giants
That
game,
that freaking day was a movie, bro. I love that. Oh my god.
I really do think nosebleeds are my favorite seats to have now.
Your mic's cutting in and out. It's
Oh,
something.
sorry. It's because I'm not speaking directly into it. I was like, I think nosebleeds are my favorite seats to have now at the Giants game. Yeah, bro. The
Yeah.
cheapest nosebleed ticket is 165, bro. Like that's actually you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? You're actually doing a lot for
Yo, bro, just
165.
KB. I apologize for saying he's mid. He's actually a beast and a future Hall of Famer, and I will now respect Micah Goat Fadden, and I appreciate that. You from
Micah
now on,
McFadden, bro.
you
Oh
call
my
him
god.
King Micah. All right,
Michael
he is
McFadden.
he is King Micah. All right.
You know what, guys? I'm just gonna, let's just do this right here, so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right. This is not the wave.
Oh my God! Why is Aaron Rodgers headed? Get this ticker up. We're not even facing the Jets. Take it off. Thank you. Oh my God.
This is not the wave. See now, last year, before we were good, it was not this much for like this is actually quite a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a lot
so
for
now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just gonna look up. Hey, look, it's in my recent searches. New York Giants. And let's see Seattle from look at the price drop, bro. Look at the price drop.
Oh, this is all the games that you went to?
No, this is this season.
Oh.
Look at the price drop to win our next home game.
Oh my God,
$50. It's not even like Seattle's a bad team. They beat us last year, didn't they?
Oh my God.
This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is not a bad view either. I like this. This is very similar to what we had.
That's Darius Slayton is going to be the first player in NFL history to put up 2,000 receiving yards. I mean, there has been other players that nobody's ever put 2,000 receiving yards yet. Oh, that's right.
No, isn't that the record?
It's like 18. It's like 1827 or something like that, right? Something like that. Like 18.
All right.
Something.
Seattle is cheap. Washington, I might consider just because we spank them. Wow, Jets and Giants is expensive. I'm guessing because of Aaron Rodgers.
No, it's because they both share the same game. That's why. They're going to be too much fans trying to show up over there.
Green Bay is kind of cheap because Jordan Love is trash. I know you guys know I'm a Jordan Love hater. Ooh,
You
Eagles
know what,
is
Jordan Love? I mean, I don't think he's
for
good,
the
but I mean,
long for the longest time I've been a big Jordan Love hater, bro. I can
I
fully
just want
admit
to see
that.
the underdog succeed, man. I just want to see him succeed. That's it. 19 to
I really
64.
I don't care for him. I
Megatron
think
1964. Damn.
it's not necessarily that he's overrated. I just don't see why the Packers don't move on from him already. I think they're setting their franchise back, and I don't get why Packers fans keep, what you call it, keep supporting him like that.
Yo, Russ says Cole Beasley's gonna have 2,000 receiving yards. Bro, the league done messed up. Oh god. Oh, Cole Beasley.
But I think that would be it for tonight, though, guys. We didn't really have too much to get into,
We
but
got
I
a lot
I
done.
like
Yeah,
it.
we talked about a lot
Got a
in
lot
the last
done.
yeah.
And I'm loving. I want to say since Joe Shane and Brian Dable took over, and I think I said this during the season last year. One of the things I love about them, we all know they have the upgrade in technology. We saw it with the draft, but just upgrade in like coverage as well. You're getting so much more content from the Giants channel and watchable content as well. Like I didn't expect to get highlights from joint training from the joint practices, but we did. I love that, and I do think that's a
Yeah.
direct influence from Joe Shane
Yo,
and Brian Dable.
I'm looking up other franchises like on their YouTube. Yo, their YouTubes be dry, bro. Nobody wants to see like press conferences all the time, bro. Like I look at the
Yeah.
Detroit Lions YouTube channel, bro. They won day one. They didn't even have highlights there. They had Twitter clips, but they didn't have like a YouTube compilation. Like, yo, bro, shout out to the Giants media. They put out those highlights and it's perfect B-roll for my videos, bro. Perfect B-roll, and it comes
When
out
I
literally
tell
like,
you, when
bro.
I tell you I downloaded that highlight video and I was going to make the intro clips, and that's when I
That's
spent
lit.
an hour. I'm
Yeah.
like, I lost the files. I gotta find them. I gotta find them.
Sorry, man. Sorry. But yeah, the social media team for the Giants always looking out for the content creators. They put out great content that we could take their content and make B-roll out of it. Love it.
Mm-hmm. But guys, if you got any more last minute questions or anything like that, put them down
Yep.
below. We're probably gonna head out now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the continued support. Make sure everybody knows I wasn't here this week to pull up next week on KB's side. And next week as well, I'll be bringing back Just Chilling. I'll try my best to do that. Still don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to really do videos like that. I'm just I said it last week. I'm really in a KB-esque spot right now from a couple years ago where it's just like it might be streams for like 90%, which I actually don't like. You guys know I prefer to like. I love y'all, by the way. Don't take this as I don't love y'all. You guys know I love y'all, but I prefer to like get my teeth synced in to like editing a video that's like
Mhm.
10 minutes long. Spend an hour or two editing that and putting that up. I feel like I get uh to sharpen my editing skills a bit more that way.
Yeah.
But that just might not happen, man. It is what it is. But that's it. Raphael says, I got a question. Do we
Mm.
win double digit games?
Mm. If we do,
Might I don't know.
it'll be right at 10. I think if
I was
we
gonna
do,
say, is it too early for this, or are we just at the right time to say stuff like how many games we're
I
gonna win?
the schedule is harder, but I think this team is better, so I think it balances out. I think we can get to 10. It will be pushing it saying 11, but I would say we could get to 10. Guaranteed? No, but we could get to 10. I would be okay with that. I would be okay with saying
I
that.
was gonna say, yeah, I think 10 or 11 is right about where we would be.
Yeah.
10 or 11.
Because I mean, like, here's the thing. I think our team is growing, they're building, and they're doing well. But I think they will, because we've seen it last year, they will have a little bit of a slump. I think there should be an expected little bit of a slump, and then we may win. We may lose a game or two that we should win. I think it just things just happen
That
that
just
way.
always happens. That
Yeah,
always
it just
happens.
always happens. So but I do think this team is I do think that this team is primed to be up there soon enough. Is it this year? Maybe, maybe not. But maybe next year we can be like, okay, definitely 10 wins, depending on how it goes this season. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I play Colin Johnson makes the 53. Lamar, what's up, man?
yeah, man.
Don't be hurt if he doesn't, bro. We have so many people ahead of him on the wide receiving core.
Yeah, he's
And
been
if he
making
doesn't, we're
plays, but
probably on the practice squad.
unfortunately, yeah, he's been making plays and he's been putting highlight plays, and he is a good receiver to have, 6'6", big bodied. And he'll be a good guy behind Isaiah Hodgins. But it's just like there's so much other guys ahead of him that's like, man, and we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with Bryce Ford Wheaton, man. Like he hasn't been lighting it up. I think he's been with a third team like throughout the entire time. But he's a good receiver to have. If we put him on the practice squad, he's gone. He's not staying on the practice squad. Like somebody's gonna take him. There's a team that's gonna sign him. So I don't know what they're gonna do with him either. And Jamison Crowder, I think Jamison Crowder is cut off the team. Even though he's a good receiver, he's an experienced veteran punt
It's just
returner.
way too many good slot guys, bro. Way
Yeah,
too many.
like Jamison Crowder is gonna be one of our guys that we cut, and we're like, damn, like we had to cut him. You know what I mean? So I would have loved to have Jamison Crowder any other year. Like 1-2 years ago, I would have loved to have Crowder on the team.
And then your Raj says not Giants related, but do you think the NFL has expansion teams in Europe by 10 years? Nah,
I don't want
I don't
to.
think so.
Bro, it's just too
Not
complicated.
even whether I want or not. It's just literally complexity is going to be the thing. It makes no sense for
jet lag.
travel.
Yeah, jet lag
No
is a thing.
sense.
Jet lag is a thing, and listen,
Time zones, bro. The time zone is just
yeah,
way too different.
and it's like it's one like it could really mess up a team season, bro. If you're like in a if you're better than a certain team and due to jet lag, you go over there and you just like do terribly. Like it's not your fault. It's jet lag, bro. I don't know. It adds another factor, and automatically the expansion team is gonna have an advantage because there's gonna be jet lag. Like unless you when you go to an away game and you play at our side, I mean you're gonna have jet lag. But I think it plays too much into it. I don't it just because listen, there's no other team that does that. There's no other American league that does that. Like NBA doesn't do it, baseball doesn't do it. Why should football? It doesn't make sense. And we only play 17 games out the season, bro. Like and it's bad enough that we do it like a couple of times. Like the Jaguars do it like once or twice a year, bro. It's insane. I think that's messed up. But Roger Goodell did hint about he hinted it because he's trying to see how the masses respond to it, and I think we pretty much all hate it. I think it's stupid, but yeah.
But the
No,
guys go ahead.
Yvette said I think 32 is perfect. No, I don't think they're gonna make expansion teams. I think they're just gonna put teams that are already here and throw in like Jacksonville is gone. Like the first team that will go to I don't know, Britain, Germany, or wherever.
Although I will say now they're finally getting their fans back, so that'll be kind of sad.
I know
They got Trevor, they got T-Law, they're working on something down
look what
there.
happened to the Raiders, bro. The Raiders were starting to get good. Well, starting to get good. They're not good anymore, but they were starting to get good. And then boom, they kick him out to Vegas, and all the freaking fans were sad, bro. They were sad, but it is what it is.
What? Guys, that will be it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Love y'all. We're going to be back next week with the Young Guns on KB. We're going to be back next week, Tuesday, with the Just Chillin' podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. The NFL season is almost here. We got preseason this Friday. If KB is streaming it, I might pop in. Not sure.
Yeah.
But that's it for now. And we out. Peace.